10 years. It was 10 years ago today that I started uploading videos to YouTube to do this whole Let's Play thing. And I guess it's been a bit of a journey. Maybe not as successful or incredible as some others, but it's still been something. I started basically as a way to pass the time because, well, I was stuck in a house after a hurricane, waiting for my house to be repaired, and, well, after seeing other people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and, well, was it Jacksepticeye? No, I think I started watching him after, but after names like Markiplier and other Let's Players started doing it, I thought of doing something creative like that, and, well, I decided to give a try to Let's Playing. It started pretty simple. I thought, you know what? I like Spiderweb Software games. Let me try playing them. I've never played them all the way through. I'd only done demos. It gives me an excuse to play through. And I decided, you know what? I'll make sure to ensure that I keep going at it. I'll play all of them, except the repeats. I'll play all the Spiderweb Software games and upload them all. Why not? It could be fun. And took me 5.5 years. Well, 4 years for most of the games that were out at the time, plus another 1.5 years for Blades of Avernum, and all of the user-made scenarios that were out at the time. And, well, I got through it. But they were still making more games, so I said I'd keep going, and I did. I kept uploading videos, I kept putting them up, and I can honestly say after 10 years of doing all of that, well, by all numerical measurements, this channel is a failure. By all numerical measurements. I mean, you may not have paid too much attention to the views. Who really does? I take a look at the numbers that show up on the analytics and everything every so often, and yeah, subscriber count has basically plateaued. I've been stuck between 600 and 700 subscribers for years now, and it hasn't gone up very much. I'm closing in on 700. If I'm lucky, I'll get there by the end of the year, but yeah, that hasn't really increased. Views per video? I've only got like 30 videos that have broken 1,000 views. And for videos that get uploaded within the first 30 days, they stay in the double digits. I'm lucky if I get more than 20. Most often, it's like in the teens, if that. And that's for the ones that actually have people paying attention. And that's just views. Views aren't really the most important part, since you can have someone just click on a video or a few seconds go by when they're scrolling down on their phone, and that counts as a view. That's not really a view in my opinion. I look inside a video and I look at a video that got like 40 or 50 views. Only about 3 people actually watched the whole thing through. At least from what I could tell. There's not many people viewing them. Not really. Okay, there's people viewing it, but they're not really watching it. And comments, they don't show up very often. I don't really know who's watching most of the time, and the few times I do, it's scattered. And, yeah, like I said, by numerical values, it's effectively a failure. I tried a few things that might boost it a little bit. I joined Twitch to see if anything would happen there, and, well, I'm lucky to get, on average, I get 2 people watching the stream through it. That's basically the average number of people viewing my streams. 2 in each. Maybe I'll get 3 for a short period of time. Recently, if I'm lucky, it might go up to 5. That's about it. And I'm not even going to count followers, because those were inflated by some random follow bot raid thing, but that's neither here nor there. So technically, that would also arguably be kind of a failure. And yet, despite that, it's again when you focus purely on the numerical measurements. But the fact is, that's not why I'm here. I've been doing these Let's Plays originally to pass the time. And then after that, I just wanted to complete doing Spiderweb Software games. And then, well, by then I'd found myself enjoying it. even if I didn't go in. Here's the thing. I didn't go into doing this whole thing because I wanted to be famous and I wanted the money. Sure, those would have been nice. It would have been a nice little bonus or extra, but that wasn't why I got into it. I did it because I was interested. I wanted to try it out, see how it was. I wanted to share the games. I wanted to have fun. And over time, it started turning into something else, a little bit. Sure, those things still stayed behind, but at the same time, I also found that, well, normally when I play games offline and such, I'm also doing so many other things. I've also got a video running in the background. I've also got people I'm chatting with on Discord or in chat rooms. I've got people I'm RPing with. I've got all those things going on at the same time, and I can't pay as much attention to or take in the video games quite as much. So when I focus and just sit down for a couple hours a day, or a couple hours on the Saturday and Sunday in order to just do this, I'm able to take it in more. And it helps me get into the game more, pay more attention, and understand the stories more. In addition, it's also given me the ability to practice what little voice acting skills I have and have fun with that. And it's given me an option and a reason to go out and try more games. I tried Baldur's Gate long ago, but it frustrated me and I didn't stick with it. But then when I decided, you know what? Let me try it to factor in with things on my Let's Play channel on my YouTube, and I stuck with it and I kept with it. Other games that I probably wouldn't have tried or thought of before, I decided, you know what, let me try it for the channel. It's something I can get into, and I enjoyed the games. It's another way to get games out to me and to try them out. And it's been more that I've enjoyed with doing this channel. So, that's the thing. I'm not in this for the money, and I'm not in this for the fame. Those would be nice bonuses, mainly the attention, but that's not why I'm here. And so even though, by all numerical values, I'm a failure, I don't feel that way. I'm not a failure because those numerical values aren't why I'm here. They're not what I'm looking for. They're not what I'm aiming for. And I guess it's something I just want to get out there. I want to get this out and get this message to other people. To anyone out there who is thinking of trying to do YouTube videos and get out there and become famous and rich and all that, because look at all these people, look at all these big names who are making all these streams and playing video games and getting all that, you're probably going to fail. Most likely, if you come in here wanting to make money and become famous just by playing video games, you're probably going to fail. Especially if you do things the same way I did, because there are so many things that I've been doing wrong, that I don't do the way that you're supposed to if you really want to get attention. I do almost no editing for my videos. I don't play the games that are incredibly popular or getting a lot of attention. Most of the games I do are old, obscure, or both. They're not exactly the flavor of the day. I do full, complete playthroughs. I focus on a single game or two for a period of almost 3 months. A lot of people get bored after that and they won't stick around. I don't have a Twitter. I don't put my name out there in that way. I don't network the way people say that you're supposed to. I don't make incredible thumbnails. I'm not the funniest. I'm not the most insightful. I'm not the greatest person. I'm just an average person who does voices for the characters when I do the reading. That's my niche, and it's a very small niche. And a lot of the things that I could do to improve it, I don't. So, if you do want to become rich, famous, and all that just by playing video games and throwing them onto YouTube, you gotta put in a lot of work. And even then, there's a good chance you're going to fail. You're not going to become rich. You're not going to be Markiplier. Most likely, anyway. It's still possible. There is that slight chance, but it's almost like winning a jackpot at the slots. It's not likely to happen. But that's why I say that's not why you should be getting into this. If you want to get into this, you're not going to get into it because you want to be rich and famous. You're going to get into it because you want to play the games. You want to show off the games. You want to take in the games. You want to do something to get creative. Do the things you want. Do it the way you want. If you focus on getting rich and famous, you're going to put a lot of effort and a lot of work into things, and eventually you're probably going to start getting focused and mesmerized on the algorithm. The big, massive thing that everyone realizes if you don't play the game the right way, you're just screwing yourself over. And I've never played the algorithm. I just do the games that I want to enjoy. Sure, sometimes I let things going on at the time adjust the kinds of things I do, but even so, I just focus on the games that I think could be fun to do. I do the things I enjoy, and that's why I do all this. And there has been some rewards. Sure, I'm not rich and famous, but it's always nice when I look into the comments and see someone say something like, "This video has been enjoyable. I enjoy the voices you do. These videos are fun. I like watching them. I remember this game from the past, and it's nice seeing you do it. I never thought I'd see something like this again." It's the few times I get comments, I do read every single one, and I'm glad to have people say these things, even if I don't comment. I'm not the best at replying to comments. I don't really have much to say, and I feel like I should have something to say in reply instead of just, "Hey, thanks for the comment." Sometimes I do, but still. Every person who comments, thank you. The person who's gone out there and for the past several months or even a year has thrown down a like on virtually every single video I've uploaded, I appreciate that and thank you for it. I swear, it hasn't been me. You may think that, but it hasn't. To all those people who quietly watch the videos. However many you are, there may not be many, I do appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you do watch and enjoy the videos. I thank you, all of you who have watched and stayed behind and enjoyed what I've done. The few people who have shown up in Twitch chats to comment and chat along, even if I don't reply very often. Thank you for that. For all those who have supported me, even if it's just by watching, I appreciate it, and I thank you greatly. I guess after saying that, next question is, what am I going to do next? Am I going to keep doing this? Well, I did say I was going to do, right at the beginning, when I started this whole thing, I had said that in addition to wanting to make sure that I stayed as honest as possible, that I kept my integrity, and I continued uploading videos every single day. I was reliable, integral, and honest. I also said I would do every single Spiderweb software game, barring the remakes. And I'm staying by that. But that may not be too much longer there. Jeff Vogel has gone on and said that Queen's Wish is the last series he's going to make, completely new. After Queen's Wish 3, which is probably going to be the last one, it's just going to be remakes of old ones for however long he keeps doing it. At the very least, I'm going to be around until Queen's Wish 3 and go through that. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I'll have to see how things go in the future. I'm still going to be doing this for a little while, at least. How long? Well, everything does end eventually. And I do wonder how long people doing these things on YouTube can go for, especially if they're not motivated by money or something else. So, I don't know. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I haven't seen a single dime from any of it. Sure, numerically I'm a failure. But to go 10 years without any motivation but my own desire to share, without being famous and having people say and having tons and tons of people say I want to see more, without having money coming into my bank account from this, continuing doing this for all this time without seeing anything back from it, that doesn't feel like a failure to me. Thanks for taking some time to watch me ramble a bit about, well, 10 years. It may not be the best video here. As you know, I don't do much editing. I don't really script. These videos, I just sit down in front of the camera and talk about the things I want to get out. And I always have trouble ending them. So, thank you, really, to everyone who's commented, the guy who's liked every video, everyone who's watched the videos and enjoyed them, who's stuck with me through my silliness. Thank you for everything. I'm not leaving anytime soon. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everyone. Or night. Or whenever you're watching this. Ta.